working with Unicoi County through this partnership, and thrilled that so many people from such diverse backgrounds are here today. The Appalachian Trail is all about partnerships, and we're just very grateful to have this new one to work on. Let me briefly give you some background on the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, the organization I work for. It's a nonprofit organization dedicated to the maintenance, management, and protection of the Appalachian National Scenic Trail. ATC has been in existence since 1925. ATC has about 40,000 members and is also a federation of 30 Appalachian Trail maintaining and managing clubs, such as the Tennessee Eastman Hiking and Canoeing Club that Joe DeLoach is representing today. We manage the AT in close cooperation with the U.S. Forest Service and the National Park Service. The Appalachian Trail is the longest, skinniest national park. For those of you who didn't know it, Unicoi County is surrounded by a national park. It's also part, of course, of the U.S. Forest Service. It winds its way from Georgia to Maine for over 2,179 miles. That's this year. It changes a little bit every year. Tennessee Eastman has added how many miles in the last few years? About 15 miles by doing relocations of the trail to improve the hiking experience and the scenic characteristics of the trail and so on. And that happens up and down the trail as we move toward getting the trail into its final location. It goes through 14 states, through 8 national forests, and 6 other national parks. Unlike most national parks, the AT is looked after by local volunteers. In 2009, there were over 6,800 volunteers that contributed more than 220,000 hours to the care of the Appalachian Trail. We estimate that about 4 million people a year hike some portion of the Appalachian Trail. Many just for a few steps so they can say they have taken a walk on the famous Appalachian Trail. Some stay stay out on the trail for a night or two. Some walk for a week or two. And then there are some people that you probably have seen coming through town who are trying to hike the whole trail in one fell swoop in 1 year, most passing through Unicoi County in the spring when they do that. My first real introduction to Irwin and Unicoi County was as one of those trying to hike the whole trail. I hiked into town in 1977 on a beautiful spring day, not long after some heavy rains and terrible flooding. I met some friendly people who helped me find the grocery store all the way at the other end of town. I recollect I spent the night in the YMCA, which I think was just right down the block here at the time. And I remember the great views of Unicoi County from Beauty Spot as I left town. It was great to visit. It's these kind of memories that have led to ATC's new Appalachian Trail Community Program. When we, as an Appalachian National Scenic Trail, Congress gave both the Park Service and the Forest Service the authority to purchase land along the trail to protect the right-of-way. We're down to only about 9 miles of that left, but as we began winding that program down, we wanted to know what could we do in the future to help look after the trail. And one of those programs that came out of this was the AT Community Program, looking to the future, how we can continue to protect the trail into the next millennium. And in the past, our focus had been very narrowly on the AT, on maintaining the trail, protecting the greenway, that kind of thing. So now we're trying to do a better job of working with local communities and our neighbors along the trail to expand the number of people who are familiar with the trail and hopefully who love the trail like we do. The AT does provide some economic benefits to Unicoi County from hikers stopping to resupply and have a look around. We hope that the Appalachian Trail Community designation will encourage hikers to spend at least one additional night in Unicoi County and perhaps more. We know Unicoi County is a great place to visit, and we are here to help AT hikers learn that too. And we hope that this designation will serve as an additional spotlight to attract new visitors to Unicoi County. So we've been partnering with Unicoi County leaders in various ways. We've had a Gateway Community partnership that's gone for about 2 years, I guess. I was part of a group of county leaders that went up to the National Conservation Training Center in 2 years ago, I guess. Is that right? And Forest Service was part of that, and Beulah is part of the sort of a state representative. was a great thing. So our commitment is not new, but we're continuing to work with county leaders through things like Balancing Nature and Commerce workshop that we worked with the Conservation Fund on back in January, and more recently the Entrepreneurial Workshop. And then just a weekend or so ago, we had teachers participating in our Trail in Every Classroom program, and that took place here in Unicoi County, and so that was an exciting thing. We also have one teacher from Unicoi County Schools participating in the program this year. And these programs augment the Appalachian Trail Community Designation program by adding volunteer opportunities such as inventory and removal of exotic invasive plants along the Nolichucky River, which occurred earlier this year near Chestoa, and educational opportunities such as another class of kindergarten students coming from Johnson City to volunteer at the end of May. We're looking forward to similar opportunities with local students as they become involved through the Trail Every Classroom program. So we're excited to bring Unicoi County into this trail-wide Appalachian Trail program and look forward to continuing to work with you all in the future. We expect the AT to be here in perpetuity, and the Appalachian Trail Conservancy will be here for the long haul too, ready to work with Unicoi County to make the most of the Appalachian Trail as a local asset for health, recreation, education, tourism, and of course for fun.